I'm gonna click the button that says go, and we're gonna go. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, hey, I already did it, so it was gonna happen regardless. But everybody, welcome to
Hey.
Babe Talk. Can I get a hell
Hi.
yeah?
What's up?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, that was
boy.
good, guys. That was good. Yeah, boy. Hand claps to everybody. Tonight we got Matt of My Kind of Fire. What's up, Matt?
How you doing? It's
I'm
great to
doing
be
all right,
here.
living life for everyone. It's great to. Oh, that was such a very like
Thanks so much for having
interviewee
me.
thing to say. No problem. Absolutely. Now I feel as if I have to be like Letterman for the next half an hour.
I'm okay
So
with
I just had
that.
to say douchey things. Yeah, Letterman's kind of an asshole. I have to be an asshole and sexually harass women, but I guess we're in a music scene, so I guess it's
Jeez.
bound to happen anyway. Hey,
Hey.
James
Whoa.
Boss, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, James.
Hi.
How are you, James?
Drowning. I feel like it's finals week for me, and I have a final tomorrow at 8 a.m., and I should be in the library studying, but I'm here.
That's all right. You don't need to
And we're
worry.
also glad to have you too.
I literally was planning on studying, and then I saw Ollie was doing the episode, and 5 minutes ago I was like, hey, Ollie, help me procrastinate.
You can make some
For those,
time.
yeah, make time for Babe Talk. Well, James actually hasn't been on the show in quite a little bit, so it's actually very refreshing to see him back on the show. It's going to be very
Yeah.
nice. It's going
College
to
has
be
been a
like some old
bitch.
school.
My band
Yeah,
decided
good
to
Lord, I
step.
would imagine
See,
so.
my band practices every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 to 10.
James literally like set that schedule so he doesn't have to be on the podcast anymore.
I don't have an excuse
Those are
for
like,
it in the summer, though. So,
ha! Wait, are you guys not going to be like a band during the summer?
well, our drummer lives in Massachusetts, and our singer lives in Albany, and our other guitarist lives in Poughkeepsie. I
Damn.
live in Long Island.
This sounds like such a productive thing for a band. It's like, hey, where are you guys located? Well, two of our members live in two other states. We'll be putting out an EP in 2017.
So do you guys like Google Hangout to rehearse?
Well, we all go to the same college. Like, we're all roommates at college. So
Oh,
when
okay,
we're at
gotcha.
college,
Okay.
it's easy. It just
Right.
sucks because over the summer, like, we're only playing one show this summer, which is killing me. But, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
and you guys are
college.
tight.
Play a show with us.
True.
There you go.
You're in
You
Long
got
Island.
he said so. Now it's gonna be that awkward thing of like, be like, oh, we should totally hang out. And be like, oh yeah. So now you have to do it, or else James, you're an asshole.
I'm guilty of doing that way more than I want to say.
I'm pretty sure, like, if you're like an adult,
Everybody.
yeah, if you're an adult, like in 2016, it's pretty known. It's be like, if someone has to ask you, like, we should definitely hang out, and you don't hang out already, it's like, yeah, we totally should.
I'll see you on Facebook.
It's like that
See
one
you on
friend.
Facebook.
It's like you bump into that one friend from high school that you haven't seen in 2 years. Oh, hey, yeah, we should totally.
That's basically what you say when you're
Absolutely.
trying to walk away from
Nah,
the
but we'll hang.
conversation.
It's okay. We
I
got
mean, like,
this.
I'm a little weird because, like, I'm just like a hermit. Like, I rarely leave my house unless it's to drink. And it's not like I don't like my friends. It's just that, like, I have other shit to do. And then, like, by the time I get some free time, I'm like, boy, wouldn't alcohol be fucking fantastic at this point? And they're like, hey, we're hanging out at my house and drinking and watching, like, TV. And I'm like, that sounds fantastic.
At least you
Chipotle?
leave your house to drink.
Oh, well, I mean. So what is in that concoction? What is in that concoction there? Oh my God! Look at that crazy fucking straw.
Well, because I don't have a beautiful margarita glass, but it is Cinco de Mayo, I decided to enjoy this margarita with a nice monkey straw.
Nice.
And it's just, some very, very cheap tequila.
Hey, tequila's still good. I mean, tequila tastes well when it's
You
several
just
glasses in.
you water it down and you put some of this shit in it. There's no prerequisite. I play music for a living. Come on. If it's under
It's like the
$30,
it's like the.
yeah. If it's under $30 and it's gonna last me for 3 days, I'm gonna pick that one. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Exactly. I went to go look at my liquor cabinet and I have like a sip of whiskey, and I'm mad at myself for leaving myself a sip because I'm like, why? Like, why didn't I just finish the rest of it? Like this little amount is just pissing me off. But we're not here to talk about alcohol. I mean, we could, but we're technically not here to. We're here to talk about music, and we're here to
Music.
talk about stuff that pertains to my kind of fire. So we're gonna kick the show off. Before we kick the show off, excuse me, I do have to give a shout out to our awesome, awesome, awesome sponsors over at Terminus Teas. Every week I get the ad read down better. So hey, Rebecca, you'll be proud of me tonight because I got it down pat. Do you have a band? Do you have a brand? Do you want to get some awesome t-shirts? Do you want to work some awesome people? Well, Terminus Tees is your one-stop shop to get all of your design needs and all your account stuff taken care of by awesome people that know exactly what they're doing. So go right ahead and go on to terminustees.com and check out what they can do for you.
Oh my God, I'm going right now.
Happy Cinco de
Me
Mayo,
too.
everyone. That's the best I've ever done it. And they also have sales. Go ahead and look at their sales. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to send this episode to my friend Rebecca over at Terminus Tees and be like, listen, I could do well sometimes.
I think you nailed it.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Maybe someday she'll let me do one. Do you have a band?
This is gonna
Read
be
the
a good
Jose Cuervo
episode.
like in your hand.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. It's going to be
Hey guys,
wonderful.
Matt from My Kind of Fire here. Do you have a band?
Fucking fantastic. Well, we start off the show all the time by asking our guests how their past few weeks, month, day were, whatever you want to share with us. And since it's James' first time being back in a few weeks, I guess we'll kind of kick this off with him. So, James, how have you been for the past few whatever?
Stressed. A lot of schoolwork, like a lot of schoolwork. College sucks. I don't know. I have a lot of exciting things coming up, like as soon as school ends. I'm going on tour next week with Casey Bowles, Hit the Lights and Seaway, so that'll be fun.
Dope.
I have like stuff happening. I don't know. It's just been like boring because it's just my past few weeks have been me writing papers constantly.
Well, I mean, if you want to kind of brag about some of the things that are going to be coming up within the next few weeks, this is your time to shine, little boy.
Well, yeah, I'm going on that tour for like 9 days. I'm doing merch for Casey Bowles on the Pure Noise tour, which is really fun.
That's fucking awesome.
It's my first
Wait,
tour, so I'm really excited.
Wait, have you publicly announced the other thing, though?
Yeah, I announced it like a week ago.
Tell me,
Oh,
I didn't
well-
hear.
Yeah, well, say it,
Yeah.
James.
Wait, what?
I didn't hear. Tell me.
The comp stuff.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I thought you were talking about tour. No, I can't talk about that yet. The special thing that I have confirmed. No, that's not going to be public for a little bit until like June probably. But
Oh,
very,
well, ladies
very.
and gentlemen, pay attention. Yeah, pay
That's
attention
tease.
to the Babetalk page.
Sorry.
And
But
sorry,
the other thing-
I just spill news. I'm sorry. I'm a bad journalist, and I just get the news and I leak it. I'm sorry,
But
guys.
the other thing that I can talk about, I run this charity organization called Susie Palooza, which is basically a benefit show to raise money for pancreatic cancer, and we hold it every July. But in June, we're going to be doing like a pre-show with this band Table Talk, a band called it's a Table Talk makeshift night shop kids sleep in and breaking tradition, and Chris Bayer, and it's going to be a pre-show at Amityville Music Hall June 10th, and all the money raised is going to be going towards helping pay expenses to hold this year's Susie Palooza, which will be July 23rd.
That's awesome. That's super positive.
And we
It is
announced
a
that
very- yeah.
yesterday. So
It is
Cool,
a dope
man.
thing. It is a very awesome compilation of bands that you can get digitally as well. Go check that out on the
there is a
page.
Susie comp CD as well that I
Mhm.
forgot to mention because my brain is mush and has been mush for the past week.
But hey, it's dank. It is, as the children say online, it is lit.
Yes.
And
It's lit.
that boy is doing shit. Is that applicable in this sense? Dat boy?
No.
No. Damn. Well, Matt, how can I apply said memes? What are your favorite memes right now?
My favorite memes.
Jesus. Fuck.
Oh.
Jesus.
No.
Fuck
How much-
off.
No, we're
How
not.
much time do you
We're not.
have?
No, I'm so mad that you even have that amount of memes.
Oh.
Your meme library is too much.
Dude, sometimes I actually text my friends just in memes. There's not actual real like sentences, it's just pictures. And somehow everybody understands it, and like if it's hey, come over tonight, it'll be some weird ass memes and all right, dude, see you at 9.
It's 2016's weird. Like I actually noticed this the other day. It's just like it's either I have too many friends that share too many memes, or like there are really too many memes out there that's getting like too much views.
I
I
just like to
think
Is
make
that the
my
case?
own.
my personal favorite meme currently is the musicians playing in restaurants thing.
You need to not say those words within that sentence. My favorite memes are, James. It's like you want me to mute you. Like it's you've been back for like about 12 minutes now. We're doing well. Let's keep it that way.
We don't talk
But
about
Matt,
our favorite
anyway,
memes.
so meme ban on Babetalk.
No.
Matt, how's been your past few weeks, past few months? Lay it on me. What's been going well for
Lay it
you?
on you. We have, well, let's see, pretty much every single weekend in April. Like we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday gigs all over the place. It's been pretty freaking crazy, but it's been a wild ride. We're actually getting ready to get in the studio. It's probably not going to happen until after the summertime, but it's been wild. I haven't stopped until like last week. Like I woke up Monday morning ready for work and realized after the entire month of April I just actually couldn't even speak, and I was like, oh, this is probably a good time for me to get sick since I don't have a show in like a week and a half. So
Of course,
we've
of course.
we've got some downtime. Our next gig is actually on the 21st, so I've got a couple weeks to kind of like relax and collect myself and make money doing a real life thing that you know everybody's got to do once in a while. But it's been
That is
exciting.
true.
It's been a busy week for me doing the my
What
kind of
about on
fire.
your what about on your personal time? What's the fun stuff that you do that's not like, music related, like your wind down shit?
My life is music related. I actually have a recording studio in Brooklyn. It's called Capture Sound Studios,
Oh
and
shit.
pretty much like from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. I work at a hotel, and then from 6 p.m. to about midnight I'm at a studio in Brooklyn just recording bands. Sometimes weeks are super busy. Sometimes I don't do too much. But I engineer and produce, anything from electro music, hip hop, rock and roll, hardcore, everything. So I'm living the dream out here.
That's actually very, very cool. Like to just to kind of surround yourself within music like 24/7.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Like through the band, like playing more and more shows and spreading out to Connecticut, Massachusetts, Long Island, Pennsylvania. Like I've met so many people that after they see us, they're like, "Yo, like, can I play a show with you?" And I'm like, "Wait, you not only can you play a show with me, but here you can come record with me."
Yo,
But
super fucking
oh yeah,
smooth. There you go.
yeah. It's all a sales pitch, but I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's fun to work with people that like are on the same page with you musically, and
Hmm.
for someone to sit down and not just like ask me to like record the record, but produce it, put your imagination into it, tell me what you like about a song and what would you do different, is like really humbling for me to be able to kind of sit down with a guitar and be like, yo, what if you do this lick next, go into this part, and that kind of stuff like
Hmm.
really kind of that's what keeps it going for me.
Nice. That is very, very cool. It's cool to see people passionate about stuff. Who have been some of your more notable people that's rolled through your studio that you want to shout out?
Oh my goodness. Notable. I like to call them my neighborhood kids because
Okay.
and you probably don't know any of them, but they're all a bunch of really awesome artists. I work with a hip hop artist. His group name is Gene and Sarup. If you go online, type in Gene and Sarup.
Hmm.
It's amazing, really, really fun stuff. A lot. It's basically, it reminds me of like a mix between like Common meets Q-Tip with a splash of Old Dirty Bastard. If that makes any sense.
Common Q Q-Tip and then some ODB. Really?
The storytelling of Common, the
Okay.
flow of Q-Tip, but
Okay.
then a chorus that's just like, "Ah!" it's just it's you get those moments where you go, yeah, okay, you're just fucking You just go, mm-hmm.
That's nasty.
I,
All
whenever
right,
I'm
that
engineering
definitely
his
deserves a
sessions,
listen.
whenever I'm engineering his sessions, I always sit there and I tell him I'm like the what is it like the pastor from freaking what the hell is that show? True
Who?
Crime or whatever on HBO with Matthew McConaughey. True
Oh,
Detective.
okay, yeah, true detective, yeah.
It's like there's a lot of soul in this studio tonight. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of soul. I feel it. I feel it. A lot of beautiful people here. Mm-hmm. I mean that's what.
Amazing. It's
But
touching.
yeah,
It's
that's
touching. It's touching.
I motivate people. I'm a life coach
There you go. You're a life coach, a producer, and you make beautiful pop punk music for kids.
for life.
What can you not do, Matthew?
Really bad at gymnastics.
Well, we can't have it all.
Well, I
Did you
used
find that out one?
of
Yeah.
course. I mean, 6 or 7 years ago when I was playing shows, I would do the cool story of the year stuff where you throw the guitar and do like a roundhouse kick. But once I started doing the My Kind of Fire stuff about a year ago, I realized there's some limitations, and also I need to reinvest
Oh
in a wireless
no.
unit. You try
You
to flip
quickly found out it's like,
you
oh
try to
shit,
flip
I'm
your
not
guitar with
packed.
a cord in it, and you're just hanging yourself on stage.
Yeah, it's not the right show for that at least. Gigi Allen's kind of been gone for a while.
Oh, Gigi, beautiful
Oh,
man.
Gigi.
Yeah, I don't know if that
So
beautiful man.
anyway,
Anyway,
yeah, same. Anyway, so we have you on the podcast. James is somewhere around here, but
holding a sheep.
I know he probably hears me, and if not, he knows what the deal is. But we'll let you know what the deal is. We're gonna give you an interview. We're gonna ask you questions about your band. We're gonna ask you questions about yourself.
Cool.
At any point in time, you can tell me to fuck off, and I'll back up, and then I'll restate questions, stuff like that. No one's ever said that yet, but I always extend the. We fam now. We on the fam podcast. You want to ask it? I got you. I got you. Just
I feel
tell me.
you. I feel you. I'm with it.
You feel me? All right, cool, sick. So let's start off with some basics. Let's start off with the origin. Let's start off with the band. So my kind of fire. If you could just give your position within the band and then kind of like a brief synopsis of who you guys are, we'll
Cool.
start the questions off well.
My Kind of Fire. My position in the band is lead vocal and rhythm guitar. Uh, My Kind of Fire. It's funny because when you put up the ad today saying we were a pop punk band, that's always been like a big conversation around the table with are we really pop punk? And when we recorded our record, our producer he told us he was like, yo, you guys, you're too old for pop punk. You're not pop punk. You're rock and roll. But I think we are pop punk. I'd say I'd go with that. What do you think? What would you consider the My Kind of Fire vibe?
Well, it's very interesting because when I did initially listen to you guys and I saw the branding in which you had, it didn't exactly seem as if it was like a pop punk kind of thing. However, listening to some of the tracks, um, I would definitely say like it is a pop punk esque
Yeah,
vibe. It's not
totally.
like it's not like Stars of Far or like Man Overboard or The Wonder Years or even Real Friends, but it still does have that like the essence. And because I'm an
Yeah.
articulate journalist, I would totally be able to tell you exactly what it is. But of course, I'm blanking. But like
It's all good.
it you still would be able to synonymously like if you guys were to go on a bill with with James talking about like Seaway, we were to talk about
That
other
would be
bands that
amazing.
I mean, like yeah, but like you guys would definitely be able to fit within the bill with
Oh
that,
yeah,
and like
no doubt.
some of the lyrics that you guys have about like trying to progress yourselves a little bit more with yourself, a little bit of the trials, tribulations. It kind of
Yeah.
fits within like the same realm as pop punk. So I would definitely say while it doesn't hold the new trend of pop punk, you still have your own essence, which you're able to leave your
Definitely.
own unique stamp on it.
Yeah,
So I would definitely say so.
absolutely. Yeah, a lot of people that we talk to, they say like, "Yo, you guys remind me of like that 2000s era pop punk that like we
Yeah,
haven't seen in a
yeah.
while." And I did like we all come from that. Like I mean, everybody, all of us, you, me, we all come from that. But
Hmm.
the stuff, basically just what came out, what when we all got in a room together and started jamming, started writing, we were just like, this is us. This is something that we haven't heard in a little bit, with a little old mixed with the new, mixed with the influences of, like you said, Seaway, Knuckle Puck, those kind of vibes.
Well, it's cool because like and I always preface with like saying like I'm not shitting on any of the newer bands that are out there. However, a lot of them kind of begin to blend together at some point,
Of course, of
and
course.
and it's not bad. I would definitely say that it's like formulaic. I
Yeah,
think
oh,
with
yeah,
that warm up.
sure.
But I mean like that's why these kids are able to tour together. That's why a lot of kids like a lot of the same bands, and it's fresh to hear something that's like like
Yeah.
against the grain in a sense.
Right. Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's totally a formula, and everything that you hear that's mainstream right now,
Hmm.
it's pretty predictable, which is beautiful, which is nice. That's what kids are like locking onto. But when you hear that band where you're like, oh shit, I didn't know they were gonna go that way with the song. You're like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, and it's crazy, and like James can attest to this. I am very, very, very against Real Friends, but I did admit for the first time in a long fucking time that the new Real Friends song, not the one that came out today, because I know one's coming
No,
out
the first
either
single. The first single was really
the
good.
yeah, the first single, it finally shows some of their own character, and it's no longer because like Floorboards, what brought you here, the Real Friends EP. For me,
Yeah.
I liked that particular song because they were able to blend in all of the good things of pop punk, like all the story not wanting to be somewhere, heartbreak, the
Right.
breakdowns, the progression, like all of it was so like cookie cutter and like it was fresh for that time period. Then it was like stagnant for like it plateaued for
See,
so
I
long.
liked.
But this new single, I think it's finally showing some of their own character.
I like. For as far as real friends go, I don't know what the original conversation was because I had a quick floor meeting I had to go to because of my life. But I
Because of
really
life.
liked the Put Yourself Back Together EP when it came out. It was really cool. I was still getting into like pop punk bands at the time. Wasn't huge on the first full length. Like it wasn't bad. It just wasn't something that I would listen to on repeat. I don't have a grudge against them like Ali.
Oh yeah,
But
no, like I have a grudge against it because I really do think that a lot of their writing and a lot of their composure or composition was lazy. But now,
like
like
the
like
new
now,
song
like I
was
would be
really
the
good.
first to say like yeah, it's so
I'm
good.
excited for the new record.
I totally
Like
dig
I
Real
would I
Friends.
would be proud to say that I'm a Real Friends fan after this.
Totally, dude. Like, I feel bad because I didn't even know about Real Friends until I saw the Warp Tour video for Late Nights in Your Car, and then I was like, "What the hell is this?" Dig deep in and
Hmm.
listen to the records. And of course, like my first frame of mind, whenever I listen to a new record, no matter like not like 100%, but there's always that moment where I just freaking hate it. I just listen to it and I go, no, no, no. And then the next day I wake up and I'm humming every single song. And then I
Amazing.
Hmm.
listen and then I listen to it again and I love the entire thing. It's a weird process that I go through.
So
I'm,
like would you say that hmm the songs you've grown to like never stick at first?
Ooh.
But up, but up.
Oh, you
See, guys,
clever.
listen.
You,
I am so pop punk, and I know music, ladies and gentlemen. I
this
have my
man,
cred.
this man is so clever. He's so clever with his words. That's my
I
Christopher Walken.
appreciate that, and it sounds so good. It sounds good. But anyway, let's get back to you. Let's get back to my kind of fire.
I kind of fire.
Um, I typically do like to get into the actual musician when we get to these interviews, and I kind of like start off these conversations with what was the first initial thing that got you into making music? That like even like picking up an instrument or like, you know.
Oh my goodness. I mean, that's the beginning of my life. Beginning of my
Yeah.
life. When I was a wee young lad, as they would say, uh, I asked my mother if I could take piano lessons. And I think I was in second grade. And she went into the classified ads in the newspaper in our hometown and looked around, found some old lady down the street that gave piano lessons. And she brings me over to her house, and the lady goes, "You're way too young. I don't give piano lessons to kids that young." And I like stood there and would not leave this lady's house until finally she was like, "Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it." So my mom brings me back another time, and I mean that the rest is history. I did piano for a little bit. Then once I got into like elementary school, of course the first thing I wanted to do was bang on shit, and I played the drums for like 8 years, and then taught myself how to play guitar in high school. First song I ever taught myself how to play guitar on, Good Charlotte Motivation Proclamation. And
Sicko.
yeah, and then immediately just like made friends with all the kids that I could see in high school that had no other friends, and said, "Yo, you play an instrument?" And bands just started from then and there.
Wow. Huh, that's pretty interesting. So, I'm sorry. That's really cool. Like going from instrument to instrument, like having like this innate repertoire of just wanting to continue your learning.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like everything. I played. What was crazy is when I started playing drums, I actually got more into like playing xylophone and marimba and all those because the music was exactly like piano music, so I could already read it. And
Oh, that makes sense.
yeah,
Huh.
but I mean, I did everything. I did everything. Did a bunch of percussion in a reggae band for a couple years out in Boston, which was a lot of fun.
Huh. If, also, if I may ask, how old are you? Because I usually ask that question before we start.
I am a 29-year-old boy. I know.
29-year-old, same. Well, not same, but.
You're lucky I said that. Usually, when that question comes, I go pass. But yeah.
Oh, so you had an opportunity to tell me to fuck off. You would have been the first person to tell me to fuck off.
No.
You were so close.
Ollie, you said we're boys, and I was like, me and this man, we're friends now. I'm not gonna say that. I wouldn't do that to
Well, I
you.
appreciate the love, fam. I
Oh,
appreciate
man.
the love.
But yeah, 29. Usually, like, when the kids come up to me, I'm like, yeah, I'm 22. Love you. Thank you so much. It doesn't matter. I got a baby face. I can't grow a beard, nor will I ever be able to.
Me
My
too.
father,
Me
my
too,
father
brother.
laughs at me every single day.
Me too, brother.
I'm gonna come see you at the Seaway show next Saturday.
Hey, bye. That'll be lit. I'm so glad.
Webster Hall. We can
Yay.
rub our non-bearded
Our
chins.
stubble. All right. So
Stubble hugs.
I
Hashtag
wanna.
stubble hugs.
So near the end of last year, you released your EP, "What Brought Us Here." How would you say that the reception has been towards it so far? Like, what's it been like since you guys released that?
What's it been like since we released our EP? Well, I think my mom and my grandma have probably bought 5 separate copies on iTunes each. But, which is great. What's up, Mom? What's up, Grandma? How you doing? That was my shout out to Grandma, Mom. But I mean, the reception has been really, really, really positive. It's awesome to be able to have those platforms of distributions be so readily available for us now. 6, 7, 8 years ago, you needed a label behind you to be able to get that stuff out there. Now you pay $20.
Very true.
Now you pay $20 a year, and it's everywhere you want it to be. Which is huge. I mean, you look at artists like, Macklemore, for example. I mean, one of the biggest names. Everything on YouTube. Bieber. Throw it all out there and see what comes back. I mean, the sky is the limit, really. And the cool thing that I found is actually, with Bandcamp, not iTunes, not Spotify, not Amazon, all those, is they show you the geographical location of everybody who's listened to a song, everyone who's bought the record, and to see people in Australia, Japan, frickin' England listening to the record through a friend of an acquaintance and listen to it and be able to actually find their account and message them personally to say thank you so much, let me send you a shirt. Like, it's huge. And the response to that kind of thing has been bigger than just throwing the record at random Facebook groups and stuff like that. When I send an email out and I say, hey, I just noticed that you listened to it, I don't even care if you skipped it after 43 seconds like Bandcamp told me you did. I can't I'm just kidding. But like that means so much to me. The fact that stuff gets out there like that is freaking huge. And I mean we're slowly building our way up there. The debut EP of 5 songs was just kind of like dipping our foot in the water, see what comes back, and now we've realized that people are digging it, people want it, people like it, and in the fall we're gonna get back in the studio and do a full length, and I think it's gonna go big. I think there's gonna be a lot of feedback.
Awesome. Yeah, no, you guys are on a good path.
Well, dude, it's been really cool. I gotta say, like the New York City, and especially where you're at, the Long Island vibe, the kids have been so incredibly, like, I mean, arms wide open style. Like, any show that we played, whether it was for 3 people or 30 people, or one time we played for like our biggest audience was maybe like 100, and every single time everybody was coming up to us so receptive, so fucking positive, and we've made nothing but friends every single time that we've played out in any of those areas. And that's what it's all about. I always, every time I get on stage, I always give the same speech. Everybody raise your glasses before we go on to this next song. This is about the scene. This is about all of you making it what it is, because if you weren't there, we wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? It's kind of a cliche thing, but it's not true,
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a very important thing, and I think that's a lot of things that kids kind of forget about, is that, and I'm just going to interject real quick, because me. The bands exist, of course, but I mean, like, it all first started with people like playing these songs. Before anyone was able to record anything, the first thing that you did was just play these songs for people to hear on a public forum, and then people got together and said, like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And like small communities, like today, and not to pull away from the interview or anything like that. My local my mentor, Paul Brown, who ran 1787 Collective, that brought me into the scene. The one thing that brought me even to start Babetalk or anything along the lines of that was the strong community in which was rooted through music. And I found that to be such an odd thing when I was a kid. And I was like, this is so cool. Like, there's a whole community here. There's so many talented people here. And all the people want nothing more than to see all these bands flourish. And it's like, it's a collective effort from everybody. Especially them.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome. So we've gone over the reception of the album that's gonna come out. You guys are gonna have new stuff coming out soon. But let's rewind some more. Let's start to look at the formation of My Kind of Fire. You were looking for kids that were just about as awkward and talented as you were. What was the process of finding other members though? Because this is also like not your first band, from what I was kind of picking up on.
Well, they've been going on for years. Basically, let's see. I moved out here in New York City. I moved out to Queens 4 years ago, and actually, like within a couple months, just started hitting the Craigslist hard. Like boom, 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 boom. Who wants to play in a band? Who wants to do some stuff? I had played out in like a metal hardcore like screamo band in Boston for a couple of years, called Odysseia. And if you look it up, you can probably find it somewhere. It's actually pretty entertaining stuff. But came out here and I was like, all right, keep the momentum going. Let's keep it going. I'm not making solo albums for the rest of my life. I need to find some kids that I can connect with. And I ended up meeting our now bass player Dan Hernandez through just that outlet, and he was starting a band, needed a guitarist. So I played with him for about 6 months, and just out of bad luck, that band kind of just disbanded. Everybody kind of was like, "Yeah, this was cool." We played one show at Hollis Woods Community Church through our boy Matt Dennehy. If you probably know his name, but he booked that show. We played it. It was called Flannel Fest, 2015.
God bless.
God bless Flannel Fest.
I love that name so much.
He's
I'm
probably
so
got.
happy.
You have to be careful. He's probably got a trademark. I wouldn't put it past him. He's probably got like the Snapchat geotag for it when it comes time for it.
It's so legit.
But once that kind of broke up, I looked at Dan and I was like, dude, no matter what, like I need to stay in touch with you. Like you're a super positive person, and when me and you are together, we just have fun no matter what. And my roommate, who was actually a great friend for many, many years that I met in Boston, moves in with me a couple years ago, and dude is the most ridiculous guitar player you'll ever see. Like 10 times what I could ever do on a guitar. So I was like, dude, you're sitting in your room, not just making ridiculous metal music. Come play with us tonight. And that was the front lineup. The drummers have always kind of moved around. We've had a lot of different drummers, but right now our drummer is a fine gentleman by the name of Brian Nunez, who is actually the drummer for Legend of You.
Oh, Brian, I love that dude.
He's awesome. He's awesome. We actually I don't know if you guys know this, but this is kind of going off the path, but we actually all play in Legend of You right now.
Amazing.
We basically, My Kind of Fire is my kind. We always joke. We say it's my kind of legend, because it's me on rhythm / kind of sort of lead. Brian Dart, our lead guitarist for My Kind of Fire, playing lead guitar. Dan Hernandez on bass, and Brian Nunez, and obviously Tom on the vocals, doing the screaming and the singing and all the beautiful stuff. But
Yeah.
So right now we're kind of two bands, and I've been really pushing for us to just be Legend of You and My Kind of Fire, but I don't want to intrude, so I'm letting them do their thing. But this has been going on for a couple weeks or a couple months now, and it's been super positive. We're going kind of crazy with doing the two band thing, which makes it more fun too, because now when we book shows, we're like, oh, we're two bands. Want us to come, both of us? All right, cool.
Is that why on that one show that you played with Behind the Facade, you guys are billed at the same level, kind of as a split set?
It's that, yeah. We tried for that to be two different sets, and they were like, we only have one spot. So Tom, he actually was like, he stood up. He went, I'll split the Legend of You set because I want you guys to have a chance. And we were like, no, that you totally don't have to. He goes, no, that's what's happening.
Amazing.
Emo tears from my eyes.
But it works though. Emo tears from my eyes.
The funny thing is when we do all these shows and we're back to back on the bill, we go, thanks so much, we're My Kind of Fire. Legend of You will be up in 15 minutes. And then we get off stage. And then we come on stage and we go, hey, what's up, we're Legend of You? And everyone gets confused.
Oh, that's so good.
What the fuck is going on? And we go, hey, but what I've decided to do, and if you look at photos between My Kind of Fire's Facebook and Legend of You, is I try to do a costume change, which is always just me.
I was like...
Yeah. I just add a button-up shirt, and I take my hat and I pop it up.
So posse.
Love it.
It's so posse.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. They've been, I've been begging them to let us just be the permanent, but that I love those guys. I love the music. Sometimes I have a lot of fun playing in Legend of You because I don't have to sing. Unless when it comes to the chorus, I do the harmonizing vocals, but I get to just sit back there and just rock the fuck out.
True. And I was gonna say too. It's kind of like it's a nice break. It's kind of like I don't want to say it's practice at all, but I mean like when you have like one thing and you're dedicated to it, and then like you kind of pick up like a new instrument and like oh like, this is refreshing. You're
Right.
kind of able to stretch other creative outlets when you do something different for a little
Oh,
bit, and
definitely,
you see,
definitely.
and now you're able to do that with just having like like split bands in a sense.
And just learning all of those songs, like they're a little bit more of like that metal vibe on the guitar. Whereas when
Yeah.
I'm writing my kind of fires music, I'm constantly thinking about like, okay, I'm not a good guitarist, but I have to sing and play this at the same time. Let's
Hmm.
move forward and make that happen. Legend of You, I'm sitting there for like 3 weeks, like perfecting my pinch harmonic for one song because it takes me forever to do it. But it's fun because through that band, I've ended up becoming a better musician, and that's why I always praise those guys. Legend of You, I love you.
Sick, sick.
Right. So, are there any lessons that you've learned playing in bands, whether it's My Kind of Fire or like your previous acts that you're using now?
Lessons that I've learned. I think the biggest lesson. I will contradict myself in this only because I want to quote a movie. But one of the biggest lessons is that no matter what, it's not about the money. Like it's about influencing people and making people see or hear or feel what you're projecting through a song that you wrote. The most positive thing for me is being able to perform a song that has meant something really deeply to me and see somebody else in the crowd like have that feeling when they see me playing it and singing along to me. Like that's the only thing I care about. Like when I experienced that 6 months ago, like seeing
Hmm.
some little girl singing along, I was like, went up to her and I was like, yo, you need to take a shirt, you need to take a hat, like can put a photo on Facebook, like I saw you singing that song. Did
Nice.
you really know those words? That kind of thing. And when it comes to playing bigger shows, now I'm going to contradict myself because it's not about the money. But when it comes to playing a bigger show where you know that there's 60, 70 kids, they always say, what did Otis Redding say before he went out on stage and counted 1, 2, 3, 4 every night? He said, "Pay me my money." Not, just a joke. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that. No, but I mean, it's business, and you have to, there's a lot of expenses that bands take on
Of
to do
course.
what they do, and it's always really positive when you get that like that love and respect from a band 200 miles away that says, listen, we play here every weekend. Give these guys your money, like buy their shirts, buy their
True.
stickers, and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It keeps the machine going, but it's not what keeps the machine going, because it's never going to stop.
Hmm.
I will play in the subway every single night until the day I die, without getting any money. It's not about that.
Of
But yeah, I mean
course.
that's the
And
that's the lesson. I don't know if there was actually a lesson to
and
that.
well, I mean, I think it's a lesson to have like it puts value to your stuff because of course like
Yes.
we'll always have individuals, especially like yourself, that's like I don't do this for the money. However, if I want to pursue it on the level that I want to reach, like you were saying with the girl that was singing along with your stuff.
Of course.
Like all of that's it's not for marketing's sake whatsoever. However, like that girl clearly resonated with your songs enough to learn the lyrics,
Oh
and
yeah,
like
yeah,
being able to get that merch is now like her being a part of the brand, and she's
yeah.
it's
probably like over the fucking moon with it.
it's like a
I
nice
honestly,
it's like a
well,
nice bonus, you know?
yeah, I honestly,
Hmm.
we've gone through two different orders of merch, and every single time after we play, everybody gets so pissed off because I just give it away because I'm so excited. Like just that
Exactly. Yeah.
adrenaline that you have of someone coming up to you afterwards and being like, "That was fucking killer. Good job." I'm like, "Come back here. I have to take it all, and take a picture with me so someone sees it on Instagram."
Yeah.
you
And it's
know?
not douchey. It's like dude, these kids, they look, I'm hanging out with people
Yeah.
that like the shit that I do, and you're so
Right.
appreciative of it,
And what's
especially when
funny is,
you're taking money out of your own pocket to spend for
yeah.
the merchandise, just to give it away.
And it's funny too because the band, they don't actually ever get mad. I'll go up to them and be
Of
like,
course,
hey,
yeah.
I gave out 6 shirts and 2 hats and a hoodie, and everyone goes, cool, all right, yeah. You know, so I mean, it's all good.
Because it's
Yeah, exactly.
it's not about the it's not about the money. It's about, like, reaching the kids. Money's good, and money keeps the fuel running, or the fuel to put in the
I
car to
really
keep it
just
running.
wanted to do that speech and go, pay me my money. I only say that to
I'm
promoters.
so happy. I'm so happy that I know that now, because I
You know
like Otis
you know what's
Redding.
funny is when I'm booking shows at clubs that I've never played before, I actually call them or email them off of this like outside email address, and I tell them that I'm the manager representing My Kind of Fire.
Oh
But
my
if
god.
but if I call them, I can't figure out why I do it. I don't know if it's like bipolar disorder or something, but when I talk to them, I have this weird Brooklyn accent. I'm from Connecticut. I talk like this. But when I talk to a promoter
And you're living
or
in Queens.
yeah.
Plays the show in New York City once.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, hey, so I got the perfect act for you. Are you ready for this? Okay, are you ready? This is my kinda with an A, not kind of fire. All right, they're gonna blow you out of the water. They're the biggest act coming up. You're gonna see them on the news. You're gonna see them on the TV. Book them right now. And people they're like, first of all, promoters always go, wait, who the fuck are you? Who is this? And then then I have to like slow it down. But it's actually happened a few times. It gets
That's
kind of
fucking
awkward.
beautiful. I mean, there's no better way to do it, though.
It's
That's
really
fantastic.
funny when we show up to the gig, and then I'm like, "Hi, I'm Matt," and
Amazing.
then I forget to do the Brooklyn accent, and then they see me go on stage an hour later, and I'm like, gotcha.
Duped ya.
Hey, what's up?
Ha! Got him.
Forget about it. What's up? How you doing?
Forget about it. Forget about it.
It's a
Dear
fugazi,
God
you
damn
know?
it.
I'm very happy.
Forget-
My inner Italian is very happy right now.
Fugazi.
Oh, bless. So now let's go over some of the stuff with the band and all. I mean, like, you guys have formed together. You're getting some great reception. What about, like, the first initial, like, stitching together of the album? I mean, like, you guys are still like a fairly fresh band, and you're
Yeah.
getting this amazing feedback from everything. How was it putting it together? Like before, even having a glimmer of getting people to sing along with stuff.
We actually had like a completely separate 5 songs that we prepared for our first demo that I produced and recorded at my studio in Brooklyn. But I've learned through the past 2 years that like I am just so critical of my own music that I can't record my own songs. We spent like 3 months mixing and mastering this record, and I was like, I'm still not happy with it. I want to bring it to somebody else. But the original lineup, we recorded demoed 5 songs that we were going to bring to another producer, and we just we were having trouble figuring out which ones we really wanted to pick. So literally, like, within about 2 weeks before the studio session that we booked at Nada Recording Studios, which is I don't know where it is. Right, it's in upstate New York. It used to be in New Windsor, but now it's a little bit farther north. We rewrote the entire demo. What you guys all got,
Really?
yeah. Like I had a moment where I just said, guys, these aren't the songs, and everybody just went, "What do you got?" And we all sat down for like 3 weekends straight, put the stuff together. And even the night before we went into the studio, I was just finishing the lyrics for the first track, Breakthrough Summer, with our guitar start. But it was crazy to see it all come together, because when you work with a group of musicians that are just so talented, and when it clicks, it's the most exciting thing in the world. So we, putting it together, we just kind of made a judgment call. We said these songs were our practice songs. We only played like 2 or 3 shows with that material before we said, yo, let's keep writing, let's figure out what's going on. And, that's where the lineup of, Breakthrough Summer, How It Goes, Just Fine, Know Me for Years, Playing with Fire. It came about so quickly. And even the stuff that we have going on for later in this year when we go back to the studio, we're working with almost 25, 30 songs that we're going to bring down to 8 or 9 or 10 tracks. So like the beautiful thing that with our producer, which is a gentleman and a scholar by the name of John Niclario, he's done amazing stuff with everybody in pop punk that you've ever heard of, like Census Fail, Matchbook Romance, My Chemical Romance. Like, we just tell him, you tell us what sucks, you tell us what you like, we'll follow you into hell with it.
Nice.
And it's nice because it kind of lets us all kind of sit back and realize that we're not all mad scientists and geniuses. Like, having that fifth person in the room to be like, this is good, this is not, I like this, change that to this. We go, okay, cool, let's rock.
And that also takes a lot to, like, your music is your children. It's an extension of you. And to let someone else, like, walk in and just say, like, here, not have your way, but, like, show us a way.
Yeah. It's hard. I mean, that's the biggest thing as someone who's making a piece of art. That, just like you said, that's your baby. That's and it's hard. Each one of us has our own way about it. Where you're like, okay, he can change this and this, but he can't touch this part of the song right here. You don't touch that, because it means something to you. It's not just a physical, but it's an emotional thing. But yeah, we've let Sean help us, kind of sculpt some of the songs, but also keeping everything completely ours.
Nice. Well, let's give him a taste. If you so believe that we should. That's a sentence. I think that we should play a song.
I grammar good sometime.
Sometime here, there, everywhere. So, Know Me for Years, I believe, is the song that you said we should showcase, correct?
Know Me for Years, yes.
You want to give a quick synopsis?
Know Me for Years. Let's see. Know Me for Years is a song about me moving through a hard part of my life and being able to come out on top, just like every other pop punk song in the universe. As he puts his head down.
But it ain't bad. I mean like, it's a good ass song.
Hey, how you doing?
well, let's let him hear it. Know Me for Years. It's off of What Brought Us Here by My Kind of Fire. Let us know what you guys think. Tweet it at us at Babetalk TV, or you can catch what's your Twitter handle?
My Kind of Fire, yo. Not with a yo. It's just My Kind of Fire.
Let us know what you think. Here it is.
Enjoy that shit. Enjoy that shit. Enjoy that shit.
Love the bass.
By now I finally got these bones to rest, but still I'm barely getting over it. And once I'm ready, take control and step along, ready to go. I've been berated by all this regret. I'm sure you'll find and notice all of it. Some days I wake up thinking if we met now, how would it go? And I've been falling a long way down, and I've been falling along. This time I let from your bed, should've known from the start. We were alone, till the road stayed awake in the dark. And if you go away, you know a way to tear me apart. The best part is, it's like you know me for years. The best part is, it's like you know me for years.
That's the
All right,
song.
all right, all right. That is the song, and the song is Dank. I'm gonna try and pay attention as I add you on Snapchat and put this episode as the
Ollie, get
center.
off your
Oh.
phone. Gosh.
Definitely add me to Snapchat because I'm convinced that I'm going to be Snapchat famous before I'm music famous.
Amazing.
Well, I mean, like you kind of have the Hunter, you have the Hunter Moore look going on right now, so you're on your way up there.
I
Ugh,
just,
Hunter Moore.
you know,
Christ.
there's a thing that happens to me when I hear my own band play. I have to like get into character. So it's a thing that I do before I get on stage every night. Like I get really nervous for some reason before I play every night. I get like this crazy anxiety attack for like 2 minutes, and then I get on stage, and as soon as I start playing, it's all gone. It's over. But I
Well,
realize
that's good.
it's because I put on a character, which is who you're experiencing now. How y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. How about you, Matt?
Oh, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. You know, I mean, you know, just living the dream out here in Queens. You know, we're doing our thing.
I'm so confused. It's like a cross between like a Negro from 1980 and kind of like an Elvis Presley. It's so I'm so conflicted.
That's how I feel about that right now. I just
Should I go
But
back?
anyway, so
No, I
well,
don't go
no, you, Matt, you can be whoever you want to be. But I did want to mention, like, I kind of tell bands about like how I feel about the music, and it's so good for you guys to.
Thank you so much.
I mean, you guys are on the rise, which is really cool. I've been seeing like my kind of fire like here and there in spurts and groups, and it might just be because like self promotion. Which if that's the case, hey, you're doing well. At least I'm able to see it, and. I know that you guys are going to be soon playing with other bands. Like, what you're playing with fucking Candy Hearts, I think, right? Candy Hearts and
I am so excited for that gig coming up. That one's actually coming up in June. But
yeah.
we've been working with a couple different promotion agencies and booking agencies that they've seen what we have to offer, and they the feeling is mutual. They know what we have going on locally. They know that there is an opportunity to expand, and putting us on the show was kind of one of those steps in the right direction where we're super excited. It's going to be it's actually June 30th, Thursday, June 30th.
Is that with Chase Hughes one?
That is correct.
Yes,
that is correct.
yes.
My boy.
That's your boy?
Yeah, I love him.
Dude, you have to come out. You have to come out. It's the lead singer from Candy Heart. It's her birthday celebration.
Marielle, right?
Yeah.
Marielle, yeah. Marielle's tight.
So, and I was told that the who's who of the scene is gonna come out to support her for that. So
yeah, that sounds about right.
Is that at my pizza place, or is that at the Shea Stadium?
Shea Stadium, Brooklyn.
I was planning on going to that show regardless, so
you better come hang out with me.
We'll hang.
Yeah, if you learn the song, if you learn the lyrics to something, I'm gonna yell at you and make you come up.
Sick.
And then you can hang out with us.
I would.
Be like, yeah, I'm with the band.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm famous.
Yeah, I'm with the band.
Yeah, I'm with the band.
Get like the little like lanyard.
What's cool is when you book
now.
one show, you book one show with a cool band and you make your own lanyard that's the same one that they all have.
Amazing.
And then they wonder why you have it.
Incredible, honestly.
That's even worse. They're like, wait, did we give you one? And then you have to give like the
You're like, no, the tour manager for the other band gave it to us. Usually by the time that they leave, they haven't communicated together, so it's cool.
And you're out, you're like on the road, they text you, hey, oh, damn, I didn't have service, my BO.
But yeah, we have
but,
that
I mean,
one
like, you guys, it's, yeah.
Our next show.
And where else are you going to play?
We have a show coming up 21st of this month, May 21st, at a little bar called the Shillelagh Tavern. The Shillelagh Tavern! And that's actually, it's right in Queens. It's on 30th Ave, 45th Street. We're going to be playing with a really, really talented Queens band, a bunch of up-and-comers that we're really, really stoked about called So Yesterday. Bunch of really cool kids, very positive, very, very, very good. And that's going to be a real fun show. Real small, so you get 25, 30 people there, and it's going to seem like you're playing to a group of 100. we're super excited.
That's awesome. Is there anything else that you kind of want to drop some knowledge for these kids before we head out?
Oh man, dropping some knowledge. Okay, I'm about to drop a ton of knowledge. All right. So,
Here we go.
come July, Legend of You and a wonderful, wonderful Queens band by the name of Gone by Friday is going to be going on tour. We're doing a tour. It's going to be roughly about July 8th to July 18th, a little 10-day run going all the way from Maine all the way to Maryland. And
Nice.
My Kind of Fire is actually going to be a special guest on all those. We're working with the promoter and the booking agent to make us pretty much like the opening act on every show. And any show that can't fit My Kind of Fire, I'm basically going to be performing an acoustic set in the parking lot for all the kids. So between My Kind of Fire and Legend of You, we're going to be doing some big things in July. I want to do a quick shout out to a few friends. My friend Chesley, she's a wonderful lady that I just actually met in Pennsylvania. She's a fantastic photographer, super talented. She travels the world and just takes pictures of bands. Like literally, this girl just takes pictures of bands at any town that she stops in, and that's her prerogative. And it's beautiful. Very, very talented photographer also that we work with who has done every picture that you see on our Facebook, Danielle Finelli. You can check her out at Danny the Girl on Instagram. She is 100% one of a kind. Really, really, really good. Other than that, just stay tuned for what we have coming next. Come out and see us if you're on the East Coast. If you're not, email me at mykindofire@gmail and tell me when and where you want me to play, and I will come see you. Or if there's no show and it's a Friday or Saturday night, you can come to 49th Street and 7th Ave, and I will probably be playing on the corner in Times Square.
Oh shit, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I do it all
Yeah.
the time, and it ends up being so much fun.
Huh? That's actually a really good way to like keep fresh too.
It's ridiculous. I've made
Smart.
so many friends from like the most random countries from doing that, and they always end up taking me to the bar afterwards. So it's kind of cool.
Nice. Well, where can we find your social media as well?
You've got at Twitter at MyKindOfFire, Instagram MyKindOfFire, Facebook.com/MyKindOfFire, Spotify MyKindOfFire, iTunes. You get the idea. Anywhere that you type in My Kind of Fire, we're working slowly. Hopefully within this year, when you type in My Kind of Fire, Google won't autocorrect it to My Kindle Fire.
Amazing.
Oh, true though.
Right?
Yeah, I did throw it in Google and it did pull up like Kindle Fire, and I'm like,
It does it.
I didn't even think about it. I was just like, no, silly Google, but that must be painful for you guys.
Every time I see it, a little piece of me dies, but I bring it back up because I've been emailing Google for a long time, and they tell me that the money that it costs to make that go away is more than I can afford from Amazon. But that's okay.
Because
it's all about
like, there's
the
a way to
people.
SEO it, but
It's all about the people.
Exactly.
As soon as there's more people looking for My Kind of Fire than Kindles, my life is set.
With.
that's not.
We
even
should
joking.
do a
That's the way it is.
promotional team up with Kindle.
Oh, I may have to owe you money in the near future when that hits it off.
Got you, fam.
We'll be friends.
Gotcha, fam.
Fam, you're my fam, James.
Fam talk weeknights. Anyway, but Matt, thank you very, very much for coming on. You have such a passion that just like I wish everyone were to have. Luckily, we bring people on the show that have amazing words to say, have an amazing fire in their bellies, and you know what? Maybe that's what go. I was gonna say like maybe that's a kind of like stems from the name like my kind of fire. It's reflective of your own work ethic and having the music that you guys produce and the love that you guys have for your scene.
For sure.
It's fucking amazing, and I'm so happy that we've had you on the show to speak with.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's been nothing but a pleasure, my friend.
I'm so happy that you say that. Any news that you guys have in the near future, send it our way. We'll be more than happy to share it onto the site so we can get more eyes on it.
Awesome. You bet your bottom dollar.
Bet your bottom dollar that you're going to do it.
Sick.
Check out the people over at Terminus Tees. You heard me do a beautiful ad read earlier. They actually do have great crafted stuff for you guys as far as graphic goes, and the people that work for the company goes. They work for you. Make them work for you. TerminusTees.com. Oakleaf Media does awesome covers that Babe Talk gets behind, and here and there they'll put some out. And I believe that's all she wrote for this week. Be on the lookout for Babe Talk Radio. It should be coming out sometime next week.
I'm gonna go check out
Everyone-
Tournament Tees right now.
Go check them out. You can tell them that Ali sent you, but I mean, like, you won't save any money yet.
Or we could always do like a Christopher Walken spot and be like, Terminus Tees are amazing. They're so wonderful. You just can't get enough of them.
I know for a fact that's exactly what they're looking for on
My
their
kind
social
of
media.
fire stands behind them 100%.
I will make sure that this hits their Instagram. I'm
Amazing.
glad that you know it's life's grand. So Matt, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you
From
for having
James
me.
and I and Matt and everyone else that produces Babe Talk, just us two. We'll see you guys next week with some more awesome bands and some more hangs. Stay safe,
Peace.
everybody. We'll see you next week.
Peace
Later,
in the
guys.
Middle East.
Bye,